Hello, Just Too Good here, and today I'm doing another collection update, kind of completing Series 1 of LEGO Dimensions. So this is all 44 characters released for the first, series of the game. There are two missing that you may consider Series 1, which would be the two E3 exclusives, which are Supergirl and Green Arrow. But those two have the plates of Series 2, so I would guess that those two are more considered of Series 2. Either way, let's take a look at each one individually, but there's in total 44 characters, each released throughout different fun packs and starter packs and level packs and team packs. So we'll start off with the newer ones. So we'll start off with Slimer, which is the first of the Wave 5 releases. Yeah, I know, they came out half a month ago. You don't have to remind me. I know I took a while to do this. But Slimer is really cool because not only is this an exclusive print, but the only other way you can get Slimer is the big Ghostbusters HQ set. You can see that he has a little sausage as an accessory or a weapon, and his plate right here has some nice printing on it that is very Ghostbusters reminiscent. Next is Lloyd, again another Wave 5 character. This version is not exclusive, but he is kind of hard to get since he only came in two sets from back in 2013. Of course, a Ninjago character. You can see underneath his face print is the same as the ones from those sets. Very cool pearl gold look to him with a sword holder and two swords as his accessory. You can see he also has some nice back printing as well, with some nice printing on his Dimensions plate. And last of the three Wave 5 Fun Pack characters is Bane. This version's from 2012's Batcave, and they use the same version for this Dimensions character. His accessory is this, which makes him grow big in the game as a big fig. You can see that he has some torso printing and some back facial printing, which is actually pretty cool detailing. And then on his plate, he just has his little face and some of that wiring. And now I'm going to take a look at some of the older characters that appeared in other waves that I've already covered in these collection videos, just very briefly. And to start that off, let's take a look at Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, which this version is exclusive. We don't have Stay Puft in LEGO, and it's cool to get an exclusive character in his own fun pack. Like Stay Puft came in, and he came out in Wave 4, which was a March 2016 release. You can see his plate right there. Also in Wave 4, I believe, was Superman, which this is a common version. It's a 2012 torso with the 2016 face, 2012 hair. You can see his back torso printing right there, older style cape, and his plate just has a Superman logo on there. Also, there was Aquaman, who is the same version from 2013, I believe it was. He just has his trident as his weapon, and he has some back torso and facial printing, with some pretty decent printing on his NFC chip plate. Of course, once you put that on the little portal, it loads them up in the game. Also, I don't remember who else was in... Oh yeah, it was Sensei Wu. He was in Wave 4 as well. This version is the same one used in the 2015 sets, I believe, with some nice back printing. And he has his plate underneath, which has some nice detailing on there. His accessories is a golden staff. And then for Wave 3, we had Doc Brown, who is probably my favorite character, I think, out of all of these, besides the Simpsons ones. I just adore how they redid his hair, and other than that, I mean, he was perfect in the same version as the Lego Kuso set from 2013. His accessory is just this little controller right here, and you can see it says Doc Brown printed on his plate. I love Back to the Future, so another reason why I love that character. Also from the January wave was Peter Venkman from Ghostbusters, and he had his own level pack. And all the other characters I covered in this video have been fun pack characters, but this is our first of the level pack characters that appeared. And you can see it says PV on there, and this is the same version from the Ghostbusters HQ. He has his proton pack on the back as his accessory or weapon, and it says PV on his plate. And that actually reminds me, I actually forgot one from Wave 4, which was the retro arcade guy from Midway Arcade. This is an original character made just for LEGO Dimensions, but still it's pretty cool to have the Defender printing on there. He came in his own level pack, and his accessory is a coin and a can of soda. And you can see his face is actually the Town Master's face from the 2014 LEGO Fusion set, with some nice kind of printing on there with the Defender alien and everything. All right, so back to the January wave. There's also Cyberman from Doctor Who. And this came in his own fun pack, which is cool because much like Stay Puft, he's an exclusive character just for LEGO Dimensions in his own fun pack. So that's really cool to get an exclusive molding as well for his head. And you can see the printing on his plate right there, which is pretty neat. And the other ones for January included Joker, which came in his own team pack with Harley Quinn, who will be next. And this one actually doesn't have any back facial printing. It's the same one from the Steamroller set, that means. And his accessory is this little Gatling gun right here with the flag popping out. And he has some back torso printing. And you can see it says ha 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 on there. Kind of reminiscent, I think, of like the tattoos from the Suicide Squad one from the movie, but I might be wrong about that. And then we got Harley Quinn, who was in that same team pack with Joker. Her accessory is her mallet, and you can see she has some back torso printing, and I believe back facial printing. This is the same version, I think, from the 2012 sets, and you can see her little plate right there. So that's really neat to get the 2012 version, since she was kind of hard to get. And from January, I think that was it. So let's move on to Wave 3. Actually, I mean Wave 2. Sorry about that. And Wave 2 had a team pack for Ninjago, which came with Cole, who has his 2015 outfit with a little scythe as an accessory, and his printed little NFC chip right there. And he came with Kai in that team pack, which is pretty neat. Kai has his dragon sword right here, 2015 outfit, just like Cole. And you can see his plate right there. And also in that wave was 2 new Simpsons characters. And we got Krusty the Clown. Unfortunately, this is the same version that came in LEGO Minifigures Series 1 of The Simpsons, which had the same exact accessory, that little pie, so really not hard to get because, you know, those are minifigure packs and everything. Though that series is discontinued, so if you miss out on it, you could still get Krusty this way. And you can see his little plate right there. And we got Bart Simpson, who has his slingshot as an accessory. And this is the same version from some of the Simpsons sets, like I think the Quickie Mart has this version, and the Simpsons house has this version, besides the face having the same face as the one from Series 1 of the Simpsons line. And you can see that he has, like I said, the slingshot, which is from Series 2 of the Simpsons minifigures line, and he has a nice little plate right there. Also from the Wave 2, we had Doctor Who, and he came in his own level pack. And he has exclusive torso and legs, which is the most, I guess, recognizable version of this version of the Doctor. His sonic screwdriver is his weapon, and you can see he has a little plate right there, the NFC plate with exclusive printing on there. And in Wave 2, we had an exclusive version of Unikitty with a new face print. She looks freaking adorable. I love Unikitty. From the Lego Movie, she came in her own level pack, and her little printed plate is cute as well. I think that's it for the Wave 2. Now let's move back to the first wave, Wave 1. So in Wave 1, we actually had the starter pack characters, which were Batman. Of course, they came in the $100, but now it's like, I guess, reduced to like $60 now. Starter pack, which is a pretty good deal. You can see his back torso printing, and his accessories, a Batarang. And then his plate right there is pretty neat. This is the same Batman from, it's kind of like a hybrid of, I think, the 2015 version with the old 2012 cowl and stuff like that in the old cape. Also, we had in that starter pack Wild Style from the Lego Movie. She has her relic detector as an accessory. That's actually cool because that's an exclusive print. And I think her face is the one from that 2015 Lego Movie set. And she has Wild Style on her plate like that. And then we also got Gandalf the Grey, who came in that starter pack. His accessories, his staff, and this is the same version from The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings sets, majority of them, because Gandalf comes in a lot of sets. And you can see his plate right there. And then there was a few team packs. There was Owen and this ACU Trooper from the Jurassic World team pack, which you can see Owen's the same one from, I think it's called Raptor, I forget what it was called, but that set was $50, so then that was the only set that Owen came in, so it's pretty nice to get him in this cheap kind of $25 initially release. Now it's probably cheaper than that team pack. His accessory is this little dagger, and you can see his printed NFC plate right there. And also, there's the ACU trooper, who was the same one from the Dilophosaurus ambush, I believe. He has a staff right here, and he's not really that interesting of a character. I wish I would have put another Jurassic World character in the team pack. And you can see his plate right there, which is pretty neat. Who else we got? Oh yeah, there was the Scooby-Doo team pack, which came with Shaggy, the same version that comes in 2015 Scooby-Doo sets. Very cool minifigure. This one isn't really exclusive. You can see his little printed plate right there. And his accessory was a flashlight, but Scooby-Doo is exclusive because of his face print, which is a little bit different from the other ones. And he has the sitting pose, which you can see his plate right here, which says Scooby-Doo on it and has all these paw prints. And there's some other level pack characters from Wave 1, which was Chell from Portal. And that's pretty cool to get Lego Portal. Love this figure because she looks excellent, I think, and it was really kind of an unexpected thing. Her accessory is a portal gun, which is an exclusive mold, and she has Aperture written on her plate, which is pretty neat. There's Homer from The Simpsons, and this is the same version from Lego Minifigures Series 1 of The Simpsons, except he has a different accessory, which is the Buzz Cola from the Quickie Mart set. And his plate right there just has his little collar. And there was also Marty McFly as the Back to the Future level pack. And this is the same version from the Kuso Back to the Future Time Machine set, except he has a new guitar with no printing on it in red, which is pretty neat. And he has his little plate right there. Alright, so now we just have some fun pack characters left. We have Jay from Ninjago. And this guy was a Toys R Us exclusive, I believe, in the United States and Canada. Very cool torso print and everything like that. It's the same version, though, from 2015 sets, the first wave of 2015. He has his nunchucks right there and a cool printed plate. Zane is the same version from the first wave of 2015. He's a titanium ninja version. And his accessories are these two throwing stars. And you can see his face print underneath right there. And his plate. There's also Nia from Ninjago in her Samurai X outfit from 2015, the first wave. And I think the second wave as well. Pretty cool torso and everything like that. And you can see her printed plate underneath. And then for DC, there was Cyborg. Very cool character to get in Lego Dimensions, since he only came in one set, and I think he's a really well done minifigure. And so he came in his own fun pack. His accessory was just this little stud shooter. And then there's Wonder Woman, who is the same version from the 2012 wave of sets. I think the Power Armor Lex set. She came in her own fun pack as well. You can see her back facial and torso printing. Her accessory is the lasso, and she has this nice little printed plate right there, which is interesting because it looks like there's this little, I don't know, it looked like there was an arrow on the chip. Then we got Chima. Yeah, they made Chima stuff and they didn't sell well. It seemed like these fun packs kind of flopped. I always see them just like hordes of them unsold. And you could see that his armor and everything is the same as the fire versus ice wave of Chima, except there is actually some exclusive printing on his torso and his legs, which is kind of cool. His accessory is this flame lion sword, and you can see his plate underneath. Then there's Cragger, who has a flame crocodile sword, new torso and leg print, which is pretty neat. And you can see his plate underneath. And Eris, who has this little, I don't even know what that weapon is, but it's the same weapon that's used in some of the other Eagle sets. And her torso and legs are new as well. And all three of these Chima characters came in their own fun packs. You can see her plate underneath. And then there's only one Wizard of Oz character ever released in Lego, and it's the Wicked Witch. Pretty cool character. I do like her exclusivity, which, you know, she has some exclusive torso and legs, though it's kind of weird that she doesn't have a big chin like in the movies. You can see her hat and everything, and her accessory is just a broom, and her printed plate right there. And then we got 3 Lego movie characters from Wave 1 of Dimensions. There's Emmet with a jackhammer, and you can see his printed plate underneath. Benny with a classic gun, and you can see his printed plate underneath. Bad Cop with a stud shooter. You can see his plate underneath. This is the same version, I think, from the first wave of Lego movie sets. And Emmet was the same version from the Constructo-Mech set. There's also Legolas from Lord of the Rings. He got his own fun pack. And you can see his plate underneath. His accessory is a bow and arrow. And I believe that might be an exclusive version of Legolas. The same could be said with Gimli. I might be wrong, but I think his face print underneath is exclusive. He has a little battle axe as an accessory. There's his plate, and he came in a fun pack, just like Legolas and those Lego movie characters. And lastly, it's Smeagol, and his accessory is a fish, and he has a really cool printed little plate underneath with a dead fish. So if I had to pick the best deals in terms of the license, I would say Ghostbusters, because we got 3 hard-to-find minifigures, because this version of Peter Venkman has the updated torso and everything that's only found in the Ghostbusters HQ set, and Slimer, the character, is only found in the Ghostbusters HQ set as well, and this is a new printing with him, so he is exclusive. And then Stay Puft Marshmallow Man does not appear in any other set. So just overall, 3 great deals, I think, and especially since the fun pack prices and everything are lowering in price. However, my 5 favorite minifigures in here overall are Homer, because Homer in general is just one of my favorite Lego minifigures. If you saw my top, 15 minifigures of all time video, you'll understand. Doc Brown, again, another one of my favorite minifigures of all time. Love the updated hair that they chose exclusive to this version. Chell, because I would have never expected her to be in Lego form, so it's awesome to have her, and I think they did an excellent job with her. Stay Puft, because I like Ghostbusters, and this new molding and everything looks freaking awesome. I think they did a really good job with him. And Slimer, because the Lego version of Slimer, again, just looks awesome, and he's really hard to get, so it's nice to get him as a Dimensions minifigure. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this collection overview and everything like that. I guess I'll do more as more come out. It's going to be hard to get those E3 exclusive ones, but if I get my hands on those, I think I'll be allowed to do more collection videos. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.